Hey y'all, it's me, your favorite Scorpio, and today I'm going to do a card reading for each sign. I'm going to pull one or two cards for each sign and give you some insight on how to navigate the rest of this year. And, put the likes and comments below if you have any feedback, if you have any questions. I do readings. Just DM me for prices. I'll put my social media below, and I hope you all enjoy. Okay, so let's shuffle. First, since it's Scorpio season, see, we're gonna start off with Scorpio. We're in a retrograde, so let's see. All right, so our Scorpios, you're overlooking some important details, so pay close attention to what's going on. So our Scorpio has something very deep going on in their personal lives that is very taxing. It's taken away from their mental and physical energy. Our Scorpios need to ground themselves and need to look at the bigger picture and not let it take too much from who they are and what they're doing. So right now, our Scorpios, they're overlooking something. We're very detail-oriented people. So for us to overlook something, it means we're avoiding something. So Scorpio, don't avoid anything. Don't avoid it. Just, know that spirit has your back and that you can overcome any challenge that you're faced with. And since things have been so tumultuous for our Scorpios, I'm going to shuffle again and pull out another card. All right, the last card for Scorpio, we have our polar bear. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to the outcome. So usually when our Scorpio is avoiding something, it's because we're afraid of how people are going to see us or or the outcome or the consequences, whatever is to come. We're just afraid of what's going to come, no matter if it's positive or negative. So it's important right now that we stand up for ourselves and speak our truths to whatever person or situation we're going through, and not have any attachment to the outcome, because we can't control people. We can only control ourselves. That's the struggle with the Scorpio. We are always transforming, and that's our struggle. Our constant transformation is a gift and a curse, because we're steadily focused on making sure that the change is permanent, and we don't realize we're about to change once again. So just stand up for yourself, Scorpio. And yeah, let's move on to Sagittarius. What are y'all going through? Oh, two cards came out. Okay. So for our Sagittarius, we have our Wolverine and we have our Shark. So our Shark is trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. And for Wolverine, you're a lot tougher than you think you are. So our Sagittarius is, I'm seeing that a Sagittarius is about to turn up pregnant. We're going to have a Sagittarius that's having a baby. And in addition to this being a human baby, this could also be the birth of a new idea, a birth of a new person. You could also be emerging from an evolution that you've been going through that nobody knows about. So trust your instincts to discern the truth about what's going on within you. Our Sagittarius is that they are notorious for avoiding what's inside of them, but they eventually get to it. I'm not going to shit on y'all. But yeah, just get to the truth. Stop avoiding the truth. Some Sagittarius is out there pregnant, or you have an idea that you want to give birth to, but you're falling back, you're holding back. Why is that? So that brings us to our second card, Wolverine. You're a lot tougher than you think you are. All right, so Sagittarius they have a good habit of doubting themselves and doubting their self-worth and their abilities. Don't do that, okay? Sag, you got this. You can do this. So right now, it's important that you discern the truth and that you realize that you have the strength to get through whatever's happening. All right, so let's move on to Capricorn. Let me back up so I can shuffle more. Capricorn. So get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. We have our Meerkat. So our Capricorns right now are feeling lonely, isolated, or they feel kind of alone on an idea in some iteration. I'm getting that Capricorns right now, they have something to say to somebody, but they don't know how to say it. So Capricorn, tell that something to that somebody, no matter who it is. And in addition to that, you know, just make sure that you're staying true to yourself. Okay? Capricorns struggle with inauthenticity because they always are trying to serve everyone around them. So they can transform like that. That's why Capricorns and Scorpios get along like that, because they can just transform and morph. And that's not always healthy. So Capricorns, just stay true to who you are and surround yourself with people who honor your truth and your authenticity. All right. So Aquariuses, what's going on with y'all? Drop the card. What's going on with y'all, Aquariuses? Oh, shoot. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. This card keeps coming out. So Chameleon, stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. So our Aquariuses, they're going through a transformation, inner and outer right now, with their finances, with their personal lives. It's important that our Aquariuses fall back, because in Aquarius, they're so action oriented. When they see a goal, all they can see is how can I achieve it. They don't see any, well, I can, maybe no. They see, how can I achieve this? So it's important for our Aquariuses, especially now as we're about to enter your season after Sagittarius season and Capricorn season, to fall back. Don't try to change anything. Don't try to change anyone's mind. Don't try to do anything rash. Really just fall back, meditate, stay in yourself, stay in your passion, stay in your bag, and wait for things to play out, for whatever's playing out for you. All right. So, Pisces. We have our mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do what you need to do to correct it. Our Pisces, they always struggle with balance. Water sign, it's always a floaty float. So right now, our Pisces, they always are having some kind of internal conflict, but right now it's at the peak, especially in this retrograde season, and they feel like they need to do something big to settle for a few months. So Pisces has to do something big every few months to feel something. All right, so whatever you feel is out of balance, Pisces, just make sure that you balance it in a sane way that doesn't completely rock the world of you and everyone around you. And just find that balance within yourself first, and then try to change your outer world. Because right now, a Pisces always feels like they need to go. And that's not always the case. So right now, Pisces, just fall back and find your balance, find your inner balance before you try to calibrate the outer world. All right. So let's do Aries. Aries has the dog. Okay, your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. So Aries, why have we been people pleasing back and like all over the place? You're pleasing this person, you're pleasing that person, you're pleasing this purpose, you're pleasing that purpose. What do you want? Are you pleased, Aries? So right now it's important that you check your loyalty and you check what you're faithful to, because that can ruin you trying to please everyone, trying to be faithful and loyal to everyone. Aries, you need to do what matters to you. I'm seeing an Aries right now, they're about to enter a relationship, some kind of sacred union. So Aries, it's important that you check your loyalty and faithfulness, because that won't fly in a relationship. That person needs to know that you're down for what you told them you were down for during that first date. Okay. All right. So Taurus. Our Taurus has the cat. So the cat, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over-dependency on others. So our Tauruses, they can be emotionally independent, but they always need to come to you to, double check something. Can you double check this emotion for me? Can you review this scenario for me? Am I reacting appropriately? So Taurus, it's time to get away from that. We all in the zodiac look to you when it comes to money, when we need money, when we want money, when we want to learn how to make money, make more money, you know, we come to you. We depend on you. So it's important now that whatever dependency you've been having on whatever is outside of you, that you need to turn that back in, because you're looked to for advice, for direction. And I know that's breaking you being codependent, being so codependent. So find whatever is out of balance in order to reestablish your independency. Okay? Your independence. Retrograde season. All right. And I'm not even typing. All right. So let's move on to our favorite Geminis. Gemini has the zebra. So the zebra, let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. So our Gemini right now, I'm kind of aggravated because I'm feeling like y'all want to make a move when y'all just moved, when y'all just made a move. But that's okay. That's the spirit of a Gemini. They're like the wind. Let go of your fear and do whatever you need to do, because you will not be happy feeling chained, Gemini. You will not feel happy feeling like, oh, I have to stay in this place, I have to complete this. No, make your move, because that's how you thrive. That's how our Geminis thrive. Gypsies moving from here to there. They're always successful. It always turns out well. So just let go of the fear, Gemini. All right. So let's move on to our Cancers. Another water sign. All right, we got the Penguin. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. So our Cancers have been going through a period of self-doubt, feeling worthless, feeling lonely, feeling sad. And our Cancers are very, I don't want to call them duplicitous, but they're very, they have a lot of duality. They can control, they can run a whole organization, but their whole personal life could be falling apart and you'll never know. They have a great poker face sometimes. So just know, Cancer, that whatever you've been going through, it's ending. And it's also important to grasp the lessons from this, because I feel like you've learned this lesson before. All right, so it's passing, and just step into the light and take the lesson and run with it. Stop relearning the same stuff. Stop going back to the same type of men. Stop entertaining the same feelings of loneliness. All right? All right, so, ooh, my earring fell. All right, so, moving on. Ooh. Let's move on to Leo, our Leos. Love Leos. I have a video about Leos on my channel. Shameless plug. Anyway, our Leos got the honeybee. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. So our Leos have been going through, I don't want to, well, I'm going to say it. It's a dark night of the soul, darkness of the soul. You're wondering where you belong, when you're going to arrive there, how can you arrive there? And it's been dark because our Leos love to show off. Our Leos love to be on a pedestal. They love to be confident and on top of things, and lately they have not been feeling that way. So I feel like what's holding this up is a series of people in your life that you have this animosity, and you need to forgive them, and you need to have that compassion and move on. That's all I got for Leo, because that will continue to hold you back, the anger. That person cannot stop your shine. They'll never stop your shine. Just forgive them and move on. They couldn't stand you. They couldn't stand the shine. It was too much for them, and that's okay. All right. So let's go to our Virgos. All right. So our Virgos got the rattlesnake. The experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. So our Virgos have been going through it as well. A lot of transformation in their personal lives and their professional lives. They feel like they're arriving, but they're scared. You know, they've done so much work to get to this place, but they feel like, all right, am I doing it right? Virgo, you don't need to worry about that. You've done so much work and you're in the final test. Now, being in those final tests don't mean that once you leave them that everything's going to be 100% perfect. But you will have the security in knowing that you've made it. There will always be tests, but knowing that I've made it, that you've broke those generational curses officially, that you've made it through the final the final test, that's going to be very powerful for you. So everything you're going through right now, all those little challenges and struggles where you're like, what the hell? Like, I'm doing the work, I've done the work, what the hell? They're going to pass. And that's preparing you to be a healer. In whatever field you're in, you're going to heal. Okay? You're going to be a healer. All right, so let's move on to our Libras. We just left Libra season. I love Libras. The Libras got the gorilla. All right, so take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. I feel like a Libra right now is going through something with their family. There's a conversation that needs to be had within their family. It's going to be difficult. It could be a loved one, and they don't want to hear it. Right now, Libra's in a place where they just need to really tune in and listen to themselves, and they don't really want any outer mess right now. But Libra, whatever this lover, this friend, this loved one, relative has to tell you, it's going to heal you too. So take the time to listen to them and try to be compassionate. Try to be forgiving. Try to be loving, because whatever they tell you, whatever's going to be heard is going to end up healing you. Okay? Now let's go to Scorpio. Wait, have I done Scorpio? I've already done Scorpio. Let's do a collective. All right? A collective. What the collective is about to experience, eh? Let me just say this. The results of this election is going to surprise all of us. It's going to show us where white people truly stand when it comes to black people. And it's just going to be really lit. It's going to be really great, because we're going to know where we stand as black people, as POCs in America, and we're going to be able to fight accordingly. Because right now it's like, oh, Black Lives Matter. Oh, you with it too? Oh, great. This person's on my side. And then you see that person not post things about Breonna Taylor, or you see this person support voting. It's crazy. It's crazy. Do what you need to do to honor God, to honor your spirit. Do what you need to do. If that's voting, if that's protesting, whatever, like I said, do what you need to do to honor your spirit. Just make sure it's authentic. Okay? That's what God will honor, you being present and you being authentic. So for our collective reading, we got the ladybug. That's really good. Okay, that's lit. We got, this is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all the good things in your life. We're about to receive an abundance of renewal, rejuvenation, the world as a whole, because we've been going through it. Those who have done the work and who have obeyed spirit and who have answered to their calling and taken care of themselves, mind, body, and spirit, will be rewarded. The others, not saying they will suffer, but they'll be behind, because it is not worth it to hide from the truth. It's not worth it to act like you're living under a blindfold. A lot of y'all have already been wearing a mask. I just see it now physically. You know what I mean? So it's important that we all be authentic to ourselves. We all do what's authentic to ourselves, that we all honor God, that we all honor our spirits, and just continue to live your life and be love and light. Nothing else is worth it. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this reading. This is your favorite Scorpio signing off. Peace.